Wow, DAPs, or digital audio players. Man, it has been a minute since I did a DAP review. So today I'm pretty excited to talk about the Hidizs AP80 Pro X digital audio player. Let's get it. What's cracking, audio fans? It's David here from Prime Audio Reviews. DAPs, man. Oh boy, you know, we have seen a little bit maybe of a decline of DAPs in recent times because of dongle DACs. Everyone's into these dongle DACs, but once upon a time, if you didn't want to use your phone for audio, this was the only way to go. But I don't want to get too distracted already, so I'm going to put that box aside. Oh, wait. And I'll give you a little look at it now. There it is. Fits in the palm of your hand. It's very small. Now inside here, you've got dual Sabre ES9219C DAC chips. So it's a dual DAC unit. Okay, $189. Bidirectional Bluetooth. It doesn't have Wi-Fi. But it's got a Samsung screen, touch screen. It's got hardware control buttons. I'm getting ahead of myself. Anyway, this is it. I want to change things up slightly today. So I'm going to start with why use a DAP? You know, who is the DAP for? Well, it's first of all, it's for people who have a phone that doesn't have a headphone jack. Thank you, manufacturers or whoever had that crazy idea. So yes, it's for people whose phone doesn't have a headphone jack. It's for people who don't like dongle DACs dangling off their bloody phone. Don't even get me started. Now, just to put this into context, the price of the Hidizs AP80X Pro is $189. It's the same price as this dongle DAC. And with this, you get a balanced headphone out and a single-ended headphone out. You get a USB port to connect it to your PC or your phone, right? This one, you get the same functionality. You get I'll get there in the end. You get a headphone out, 3.5mm single-ended. You get a 2.5mm balanced, and you get a Type-C USB port for charging the battery and for data transfer, because you can use this as a external sound card. You can use it just the same as this one. Actually, you can use it with an OTG cable with your phone, the same way you do a dongle. And obviously it works with a PC, tablets, etc. You also get this micro SD card slot, so you can load it up with 512 gigabytes of music. And just in general, it has got a lot to offer compared to a dongle, for real. Now I'm going to talk about the sound next, and the sound of the AP80 Pro X. That name is a bit of a mouthful. But the sound of this DAP it reminds me a lot of the Hidizs S9 Pro dongle DAC, because it's very neutral. It's probably leans slightly towards analytic, so it's a very clean sound. It's a very transparent, fast, precise sounding DAP, but it's not so much musical, or it doesn't have a musical or warm character to it. So it's very much going to reflect whatever headphones or earphones that you plug into it. But it does have great detail retrieval. It's got a good sense of rhythm. It has excellent detail. It's got a nice wide sound stage, and technically it performs pretty darn well. As far as battery life goes, you can expect around 8 to 11 hours of playback time from the single-ended output and 6 to 8 hours from the 4.4mm balanced output. That battery life is a little bit low. That is related directly to the size of the unit, such a small DAP. Now, just for reference, let me show you a couple of other DAPs. Here we've got the Shanling M0, and here we've got the Fio M5, followed by the Fio M6 and the Shanling Q1 and the Soundaware M2 Pro. So you can see it's kind of just in the middle there. It's about my ideal size. Like ideally, I guess I probably prefer something the size of the M6. It's slim. It's just got a little bit more screen real estate there. But you know what? For if you're active or on the go, you got small pockets, this is a really, really handy device. So I haven't really talked about the I/O situation here. I covered the bottom panel, but on the side here, first of all, you've got a multifunction wheel. Now this controls the volume, but it's also a button. It's the power button, and it's also used to navigate through the menus. It's the select button or the enter button. And here you've got your regular playback controls, play, pause, previous track, and next track. I might have those two mixed up. It's hard to remember, but I like these buttons because they're nice and tactile, and they're easy to feel when the DAC is in your pocket. So it's easy to control everything when it's in your pocket. You can change the volume, you can skip a track or rewind a track nice and easily. So I like that. Now I'm probably going to forget to mention a bunch of stuff in this review, so if I miss anything or if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. And by the way, check out the links in the description for my Discord channel. We've been working on that quite a bit, and all my social media channels are down there as well. And of course, you know, if you're into this kind of content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But right now, we are going to fire this baby up. So let's come in for a closer look. And I have to hope that you can see this clearly enough. So we'll power it on. I'll show you what it looks like. So the boot time is pretty fast. Little Hidizs logo there, a little bit of an animation, and here we go. Now, the operating system on here, or the OS, is the Hidizs Music. And it's a tried and proven operating system. The processor in here, I don't know what exactly it is, but the operating system is nice and responsive. There's no lag, no visible lag when you're using it. In terms of features, you get a pedometer, which is a step counter. You get an ebook reader. You know, if you want to read a book on a tiny little screen like this, be my guest. But you know, it's nice to have regardless. You got your Bluetooth connectivity there, and by the way, like I said, this is a bi-directional. This has bi-directional Bluetooth, so you can either use it as a player and stream audio to Bluetooth headphones or TWS earphones, for example, or you can actually stream music from your phone to this device. And now that is a feature that I really love about modern DAPs, so it's really awesome like that. That is the lock screen, by the way, which you can customize. In fact, this is such a good operating system, you can even customize the size of the text. Now in the system settings here, you've got your regular stuff, language, update the music database, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to go through all that and bore everybody to tears. What I want to do is jump into the player here. Now, in the player, one issue I have is that every time you turn on the device and go into the player, you get to this screen, which is basically all the songs on the device listed in alphabetical order. I personally prefer to navigate via albums, and I just wish it would remember that. But instead, every time you boot it up, it goes back to that alphabetical list. But yeah, it's just nitpicking. It's not a big deal. But one thing that's really special about this device is the amount of customization options that you have for the sound, for the sonic qualities. First of all, you've got an equalizer, you've got custom modes, and you've also got a bunch of presets there, so you can change it all up with the EQ. If you're not satisfied with that, you've got Hidizs MSEB, which is this ridiculously complex system where you can change things like the bass extension, the bass texture, note thickness, the vocals, female overtones, sibilance. Honestly, you can really craft the sound to however you like with this device. However, because I'm doing a review, I did all my listening with the MSB disabled, EQ disabled, so stock sound that I'm talking about. And as far as navigation goes, you know, it's pretty standard. If you've used a smartphone before, it should be fairly intuitive for you. So I'm playing a song right now. If I want to see the now playing screen, I just swipe to the left. If I swipe left again, nothing happens. There's this cool little shortcut feature like that, where you can change your brightness, your volume, skip tracks and whatnot, change the gain, turn the Bluetooth on and off, change the USB mode from DAC mode to USB card reader. You know, honestly, this is such a good OS. Hidizs have done a fantastic job with it. They really have. Now, that's your playing now button, of course. I probably should have had the display brightness turned up. Now that's probably a lot more visible and vivid to you. So let's see if I've got something that's you can see there is a little bit of delay when you're scrolling through the album art here, and that is basically just a power saving feature. You don't want to burn up all your battery every time you open it up to take a look. So that's basically what that is. It's nothing to worry about, but just have a look. When you play a song, you get this nice album art. It's a nice clear display. The text it's kind of small, but like I said, you can select. There are 3 different font sizes that you can choose for the OS. Honestly, when there is things like this available, I really question the validity of dongle DACs. Like, this can do everything that this does, but on top of that, you can store your own music in there. On top of that, you can use it as a Bluetooth receiver. You don't have to be tied physically to your phone or your source. It just does so much more. You know, in terms of audio quality, I would actually say it is definitely on par with something like this. But, you know, each to his own. If you like dongle DACs, that's fine. I like them too for my laptop. I don't like using them with my phone. But if I'm on the go, if I'm out for a day, man, I'd take something like this. This is boss. Now, like I said, I've probably missed a bunch of stuff that I wanted to mention in here. So if you do have any questions, just hit me up in the comments. I'll do my best to answer. But I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. That is the Hidizs AP80 Pro X. And I think for the money, this is a really, really good little device. And I plan to use it quite a bit going forward. So guys and girls, thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, Parfam Audiophile style. And if you're new to the channel and want to see more content like this in the future, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And until next time, see you later.